In three, two, one, welcome back to another episode of Matter of Fact. I'm Tommy here with Rob. Per usual, you're with the modern day motherfucking hippies. How you been, man? How was your holidays? Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Happy holidays to y'all. Yeah, how was your Thanksgiving, man?
It was good, man. I'm happy to be off of work, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? It's just always nice to take a break. Had a good meal. Just me and my mom. Keep it low key. You know what I mean? Go out somewhere nice though. Filet mignon. So.
Oh yeah. You told me you at Wind Street, Wind Creek.
Wind Creek, yeah.
Yeah. You told me that shit.
Chop
I
house.
remember, yeah.
So it's fire. You can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like a nice filet and
I was
all that. Keep it.
How
low key.
has kind of like holidays and stuff changed for you growing up? Because like when you're young, like at least for me, Christmas, Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving used to be my favorite holiday. Like I don't know why, it was just like families all together, like a great time. Christmas, like all of it has changed. And I don't know if it's like just me realizing stuff as I'm getting older, or like the energy of like family and just life actually changing, but. Like, I'm curious, how has it changed for you, like, since you were a kid to now?
I think it's all the above that factored into the way that things are, you know what I mean? But it's changed so much, you know. Back when we talked a little bit last time, but there was no internet. You know, we didn't have cell phones and shit like that. Back when it was really started when I was younger, and it was centered around my grandparents. You know, I was weird. My grandparents died when I was all in middle school. All of them. You know, all of them. All four of them.
Damn.
All four of them. You know what I
That's
mean?
crazy.
Crazy. So I didn't have grandparents for past 30 years, 25 years of my life, 30 years of my life.
And that kind of is where you first observed, like, the shift, obviously.
Yeah, because, obviously your grandparents are your dad and your mom's parents, so then they had siblings and stuff. And back then, families were just bigger, and you all got together. So it was just that key person that brings everybody together.
Yeah.
I mean, now some families obviously still have a lot of that, but I feel like it's trending lesser.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even just with, like, my generation, like, people don't want to have, I mean, shit, even your generation, you don't want to have kids, but people don't want to have kids. They don't want to start family for whatever reason, whether it's economics, whatever it is, people aren't doing it. And, I mean, even with my family, this was the first time I was together with all of, like, my siblings that I grew up in the house with, minus, like, my youngest brother, but, like, by that time, we were all, like, I was in a sophomore, junior in high school, like I didn't grow up in the house with him type shit.
The OGs.
But yeah, all the OGs. This was like, I feel like our first time all being together with my mom in years and years, and like it was great. We had like a family game night. I just recorded, not even just for YouTube. Obviously, I'm gonna put some on YouTube, but just for us, cause I'm like, we're gonna want to look back on that shit in 20 years, and I just remember like how it used to be. And, like, how it was this weekend, like, not to say it wasn't great. Like, I had a great time just seeing the fam and everything. But just, like, the differences is just so crazy to me. Like, it's so crazy. And I think technology has a big part to do with it. And, I don't know. I think all of it's rooted back to technology, to be honest. But just on the note of family, I think this is a great segue to get into our first segment of the show. Shit that does not matter. And the reason I say that is because if you guys are aware, yesterday, if you're watching this on Tuesday, 2 days ago, Joe Biden came out and pardoned his son, Hunter Biden, for his scandals. Many scandals. You want to, go ahead and tell the people what, if they don't know, update them on.
So some of the small details are the pardon extends from since like yesterday when he gave it, he's good, all the way back to 2014. Holy mother of Jesus, that's a long time. Yeah, 10
years.
He's good. Anything he did, can't blame him. And the reason they did that was 2014 is when he joined that Ukrainian gas company, Burisma. He joined the board of them in 2014. So they wanted to cover that. So it's crazy. What my opinion of it
What the fuck?
is, I think Joe Biden is, definitely shitty of him to do that. He lied. He clearly said he wasn't going to do it. They had all these pundits on there saying, whatever, he's a person of integrity, that's why he did this and that, and he lied the first time too when he said he was even going to run for president. He said he was going to be a transition candidate. So, in that sense, I'm not surprised. But
yeah,
also, can you blame him?
No, and that's why I want to bring this up. Like, a bunch of people on the right, they're like, look, he's a liar. First off, y'all niggas already won. I don't even know why y'all still care. Like, it is what it is. But personally, like, we know he's a liar. He's a proven liar. So I'm not surprised at all that he did this. I think people are upset is because, like you said he wouldn't. And then he went and ridiculed people on the right, primarily Trump, for being, saying nobody's above the law. Just rhetoric like this, and then his son ends up being above the law. So I think that's why it's just ironic, and people are a little upset over that. But the reason why this doesn't matter is because, one, he's not even president anymore. Two, I can't blame him. Like, if that's my son and I have the power to not put him in jail, you're damn right I'm not going to put him in jail. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. For y'all that have family that, like, you care a lot about, even if you care a little bit about them, and the cops knocked on your door looking for him, said they did whatever, are you going to turn him in if he in the closet? Like, a lot of people
That's a little different, though.
I mean, it is.
You're, like, harboring a criminal and you're like, complicit versus you're the most powerful man in the world and you can be like, you're good.
No, that's
you
facts.
know what I mean.
That's
the thing. You don't get in trouble. There's no consequences for Joe Biden.
But I say that to say a lot of people, they wouldn't give up their family member, especially somebody they love, even if it was a situation like that. So when you're in Joe Biden's position and he won't get in trouble and he's able to do it, why are you surprised? Like, you would do the same thing. You would do the same thing in worse circumstances. So yeah,
I agree with that 100%. You know, I think this happens every time at the end of a president's term. He's going to pardon some people, and people aren't going to be happy with it.
Yeah,
you know, the people. I forget all the people that Trump did, but he did a lot when he left, and a lot of people weren't happy with a lot of them. You know, and it's the same thing here.
And then people wasn't mad he didn't do more. Like, people on the right, they're mad he didn't pardon Julian Assange and shit like that.
Yeah, he didn't pay enough.
Nah, for real. But yeah. Ultimately, that shit doesn't matter. But I do think it's interesting and funny that, like, I just bring it up because both sides are the same, and that's really the point that we try to paint with any of this political talk. Like, however you may think, we are not really. This isn't a political podcast. We don't really care about politics. We care about news and bring you news in a factual way of our opinions, right? Of how the modern day hippies see shit. But our opinion is that these two entities, at least my opinion, I can only speak for myself, they're one of the same coin. They're one side of the same coin. They're both the same people. They do the same shit, and they're a little different with how they say stuff. But ultimately, it's whether the change that you don't really want anyways is going to happen fast or slow. That's like really the only big difference between them. And I say that because I don't want you guys to get caught up in caring so much about shit that doesn't matter at all, because it doesn't matter. What matters is you, your health, getting right. I went to the gym for the first time in a minute today. Ran a 5K in 29 minutes. Dang. Which, like, at the beginning of the year, I was running in 40. I got down to, like, 22. So, the fact that I'm still below 30, I'm, like, happy about. But, yeah, get yourself right. Worry about yourself, because this political shit does not fucking matter.
Facts.
Yeah. But in other news, Black Friday was this weekend. Crazy Cyber Monday deals. Did you get anything?
Yeah, I did a little shopping, you know. Got a couple things. Got my dad an air fryer. Nice Ninja one. Fire. I had it myself, so I knew it was good. I know I'm getting a TV for Christmas. Need to upgrade my TV. It's just like 10 years old.
Damn.
Great, right? You know what I mean? That's old. But I'm a simple ass.
You don't even got streaming on that shit.
Nah.
What you be watching? You got cable?
I got the Fire Stick in there. You know.
You can put a Fire Stick in that shit.
You got all that. Man. You got all that still. So, and I was gonna offer it to you if you wanted it, but it's old, but it still works. That's the thing. I just play some games on it, but it's not even optimized for like the newest shit. You know what I mean? But if you're watching like YouTube and all that, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a simple ass motherfucker. Like, my mom, she got me a TV for Christmas. She didn't get it for me. So she was like, "Oh, do you want a new iPad Pro?" Because she saw a good deal on it. And I was like, my iPad Pro is busted, screen's cracked, it's old, you know, outdated.
Yeah.
Nah, that's good. You know what I mean? I'll still use it. Like, it doesn't bother me, like, to have, like, the fanciest shit. I'd rather, you know, invest in stocks or something like that with my money, you know what I mean? I don't need to be a fancy person. I'm not a superficial person. You'll never see me trying to look flashy.
Yeah.
You know, I wear a lot of jerseys because I get them cheap.
Yeah, fact.
You know.
I mean, motherfuckers are like, bro, you be spending $200 on them jerseys.
Right. These jerseys cost as much as a T-shirt. That's the only reason I wear them. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd have one. If that.
No, for real. I mean, yeah, I got in on some Black Friday shopping. Got some lights. Got just stuff for the business. Really. That's all I'm trying to like really do. Not trying to buy no clothes. Not trying to really do anything. Unless like I'll invest like a good chunk of, not a good chunk of bread. Let me not say good, but like $60 to $70 to $80 like in a shirt or like some pants. Like it has to be a staple piece though. Like it has to be something I'm going to wear damn near weekly, and I'll only do it like once or twice. But as of right now, not buying no clothes.
I have some expensive ass shit though too, but I keep it for a long time. Like I
Yeah.
said, you know what I mean. Like I have clothes. People are like, oh, that's a nice shirt, but bro. This shirt's 10 years old. You wouldn't even know though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I keep my shit nice. You know, my buddy, he's like joking. He's like, man, you still wear that jacket? It's a jacket that he stole from me in high school.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit's like 20 years old. This still looks fly, and people compliment me when I wear it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a North Face jacket. It looks good. I was like...
It's probably cooler now because it's vintage.
Exactly. You know?
They're like, damn, he fly as fuck. Whole time he just cheap.
Don't tell him my secret, Tommy.
Oh, shit.
Don't tell him my secret.
Yeah, don't tell us. But yeah, what do you think like about the whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday culture? You think it's an ultimate good thing for
Well,
just people?
how about that? Like that's something that's changed so much too. When I was younger, Black Friday, we were hype. We would go out there, see
Hell yeah.
shit open. You know what I mean? Doorbusters, they called them.
Yes.
You know, some shit like.
You was fighting over shit.
Yeah, you were fighting over. You were trying to get in line. It was going quick. You know.
You was waiting out there for hours. Like,
Yeah, you were trying to get either special TV, special game deals, all kinds of stuff. Like it's not like that anymore. You know,
I just ordered that shit.
exactly.
I didn't
You
even
just
go out.
Ordering
Fuck
it
outta here.
online, same thing. You know, I didn't buy anything in person. You know, thought about it, but no, I didn't go anywhere. And
I'll just be like, it's probably a better deal online anyways. They be having discounts and shit, like, on top of the markdown, like...
yeah, and I have Amazon Prime. You know what I mean?
I got
So-
Amazon Prime, and I bought some
So-
shit off TikTok Shop.
Oh yeah, I never did that before. That's what's up. I bought some stuff at Etsy. That's what I did for my buddy's kids.
Word.
So, yeah, some custom little animals.
You ever fucked with Temu?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't fucked with Temu. I hear a lot about it too. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate.
That's the ultimate cheap shit.
You know?
That's the ultimate cheap nigga shit.
Yeah.
So I'm the cheaper nigga. It's,
No, the only reason I don't fuck with Temu is just because it's like I don't know if I want to be giving them my information and shit.
Nah, I feel, oh God,
Yeah,
oh God.
I thought about it. I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't know,
That's
but
fair.
I probably will. I heard Temu's moving into the United States though. You know, yeah. So I mean, they're just bringing their cheap shit, just storing it here. Instead of sending it from there, just like, all right, we'll just have some warehouses and put it in here because you guys are buying this shit left and right.
Word.
You know? So, crazy shit, man. But nah. I didn't go that low yet. No Temu for me. No Temu for me. What's that other one that's mad cheap? Wish.
Wish. There's a couple, bro. There's a couple, but yeah. Again, I'm only investing like whenever I get shit. I gotta kind of spend a lot of money because this camera is like to keep the quality high. I can't buy just a cheap ass lens. Like I gotta buy a good lens, and I'm gonna be using this lens for years. I don't want to just buy a lens because it's a little cheaper. I'd rather buy something that's a little more expensive and know I'm going to be using it for a while. So
that's what you should do with
Yeah.
purchases like that. Like, yeah, definitely spend up. You know what I mean? You want quality then, you know, in certain instances like that. But for other things, it's like, you know, go cheap, buy bulk. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like toilet paper, paper towel. You know what
Hell
I mean?
yeah,
Like, all
hell
that
yeah.
shit. You want to like...
But I'll say with like it's an investment at the end of the day. Like I'm just investing in the business, investing in the channel. So just be smart with your money. We're not about to talk about finances, but yeah, just be smart with your money. But it is weird that Black Friday is not how it is no more. Amazon changed the game.
Yeah, Amazon changed the game. I mean, I think they said overall like spending was up again this year, but that's because prices were up, sales weren't as good, you know. And Yeah, it's just gonna be the way it
Yeah, the
is.
sales were not that good.
No,
there was
they
like
were
10%
terrible.
off.
Yeah,
I'm like, I can get that shit on a random Wednesday. Like,
Exactly.
I want a Black Friday deal, 70% off.
Exactly. Yeah, you just didn't see that stuff.
Oh no.
And that's the thing. If people didn't see that maybe that would have brought people out. But the fact that it was what it was, and nowadays with all the media that's out there, people are well aware of the games that the stores are playing. Like peel back the sticker and it's the same price. You know what I mean? That sort of shit. And so yeah, that's good though. Consumers are getting smarter. I don't know if you heard this one thing though. Stores are getting more predatory. They're gonna try to get you. So if you get like a store credit card, like Macy's or Kohl's or something like that, they increase their interest rates. If you get an interest rate on a store credit card, it's like 30%. Crazy. Don't do that. You know, but that just shows you, like, you know what I mean? They're trying to go out there to get you. They want you to buy this shit just to keep you in debt type of shit.
No,
so,
literally.
You know, if you don't need it, don't buy it.
Don't buy it. You can live without Macy's. You can live without the new game for a week. You'll be fine. And don't waste your money on clothes and shoes. I wasted so much of my first money from when I first got jobs. I worked at Nike, right? I'm gonna tell y'all this story. I don't even want to relive it because it's so embarrassing. But I'm gonna tell y'all because I want y'all to learn from this. And I don't want y'all to ever do that shit. I worked at Nike. I was slaving, bro.
You were buying their clothes. Your paycheck.
First job, bro. I'm slaving. I work in 2 jobs at the same time. One at night, one in the day. 20-hour days. 1 day off every 2 weeks. Right? Slaving for 10 beans an hour. Right? So I worked at Nike in this warehouse called Sports Endeavors. Right? And I got paid from each of them every 2 weeks, but they were on different weeks. So I got paid every week. And every motherfucking time I would get paid, especially when I got paid at Nike, and then that shit hit while I'm still on the clock, nigga, I gave them their money right back. I gave them that shit right back. They handed it to me here. Hear me this? They handed it to me. I was like, word.
Oh,
shit.
you. Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Just like that. Nigga, clock back in, nigga.
Give you a store discount, Tommy, 10%.
Yeah. It was a 30% discount for some shoes that I barely ever wore after 1 or 2 times. Some clothes I really didn't give a fuck about. I can't even name, I remember one pair of the shoes was foams, some dirty ass, nasty ass Nick color foams, and some fucking, it was I can't even name the shit. I probably got 10 pairs of shoes. I can't even name 3 of them. Just shit that doesn't matter. Don't do that. Story time for y'all. Sorry for the little interruption. But in other news, did you know about the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, right? Yeah. All of you are aware. Freak ass nigga. He's a 6'9" guy. And over this, I think it was sometime last week, Drake sued Kendrick for not Kendrick, my bad. Drake sued UMG, which is his distribution record company. And they also are a bunch of artists, including Kendrick Lamar. He sued them for, as he puts it, allegedly view botting or play botting the song, getting it way more hyped and famous than it would have organically got. With his money that he's made for, this how he put it. With his money he's made for UMG, to defame him because his contract's about to end. He's about to go independent. So, yeah, that all blew up. The internet is calling Drake the biggest loser on the planet because he fucking sued after losing a rap beef, which is a fact. That is lame. That's a fact. And then what made matters even worse, Kendrick Lamar dropped the album the next day. And yeah, Drake, nobody even talking about this nigga no more. But I do think that he has a point. He has a point. First off, what do you think about this whole situation? Do you know anything about it?
I know a little bit about it, but based on what mostly you've told me though, just in chatting. So, like you said, I don't know. there is a place for that sort of thing, but could you really do it like in a rap battle type? You know, we're doing it in diss songs and stuff like that. It's hard. It'd be a tough case to win, but I could see how like you could try to, especially if they're using like the bots and stuff like that. Though, like that's different. You know,
but this
what I
is
mean?
what UMG
Like,
said. If
if
comes
that's
out,
true, that's different.
but I think it's true. I think it's true because this is the thing. Drake's used those same fucking bots, so he knows they have bots.
They all.
He knows they have bots. They all use them, but
it's so stupid.
the thing that's in Drake's favor is they view botted something. If UMG did it, right?
Yeah.
He's saying they did it. They view botted something that is alleging one of their artists is a pedophile. That's defamation like crazy, and it became the biggest song, and the nigga's about to perform it at the Super Bowl. Like, that's defamation on a different level. So if it comes out that that's true, he has a case. But UMG already said, if that shit happened, we didn't do it. Kendrick and his team did it, so it's their fault. Sue them niggas. Or he said, if Drake sue us, we gonna sue them.
Well, he's gonna sue their own artist.
Yeah, UMG, yeah, bro. I don't know,
right?
but
like,
yeah.
all right. We all point our guns at each other. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. That's why I don't think there's anything to be had there. If it was, people would have done this a long time ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like diss records and stuff like that. That's just a mainstay of the industry for like 30, 40 years. I don't even know.
Yeah.
So there's that. And the fact that, yeah, it was Kendrick. How are you going to sue this guy when, you know, I mean, the company... I know they're putting
But it's
it
a
out,
distribution, right?
But they're distributing it. But he's the he owns the content though. Kendrick owns his own content, right?
But
unless they own it now, which
I mean,
most artists
it's a
try not
split.
to do that.
No, they're splits.
No,
split.
usually like only one can have the rights to the song. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? And that's like a big deal.
I think
like,
it switches though because I'm pretty sure the company, the records get it, and then after like 20 years, it goes back to the artist.
Each one would be negotiated because historically, the label owned everything.
Yeah,
obviously, because they were the ones in power. And then when people got smarter, which is now, and even when you're smarter, you could be smart, but if you don't have any leveraging power to negotiate, it don't matter what you want. You know, they're like, all right, we're going to give you this. Or the one that you want isn't on the table. Which one are you taking?
Yeah.
The only one that's on the table, right?
Right.
So there's that. But I think it's just stupid. I think Drake looks dumb in a way.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I mean?
Regardless of how,
regardless
if he's right or wrong, he looks like an asshole.
Yeah.
Like nigga, you in a rap battle, you lost, and then you gonna sue him?
Yeah,
that's some
exactly. That doesn't look good.
Yeah, that's some just pussy shit. Like, all y'all Drake fans, y'all gotta hold that. You know, wrapping up this segment of the show, Kai Cenat ended his subathon yesterday, 2 days ago, ended with 750,000 subs for the month. That is 750,000 people who chose to pay, bless you, $5 in order to support his stream because you can watch it for free, but watch it without ads, right? So just doing simple, quick math, that amounts to about 3.8 billion, 3.5 to 8 billion, or not billion, my bad. My bad. Sorry. That was crazy. That was 3.5 to $8 million he made this month alone off just stream subscriptions. That is not including money he was given, like the 10,000 from Lil Uzi. That's also not including like how much he spent or whatever. But all that to say is, damn, over 250 million watch time hours in the month.
How much is YouTube paying him?
Nah, it's Twitch.
Twitch, whatever. Is he on both?
Well, yeah, but he'll post like clips on YouTube, but he doesn't stream. The streamathon, it was on Twitch. So yeah, we don't even know how much money he's getting from YouTube in the clips. Yeah, that's just from the subscriptions alone he made this month.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure Twitch pays him too for drawing all those people. You don't think so? Because they want to keep him there, just like that dude Ninja. He was the hottest motherfucker out. And Twitch lost him. Microsoft grabbed him they created one. I don't know what it was called now. And cut it after about a year. But they signed him like exclusive.
Yeah.
What was that called? Do you know what it was?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, nobody, you can't even think of that shit. They killed it so quick.
Yeah. No, I just think it's crazy, and I mean, what do you think about this? Because I'm not in the streamer generation. Like, that's like really the niggas that's like 5,
Younger.
6, 7 years younger than me. But I'm close enough to where like I watch this shit on YouTube. Like, I know them, I fuck with them. I like AMP, I like Kai Cenat, all this. But I'm sure you don't know about this nigga really at all.
Not like that.
Yeah. So like, what is it like to you to hear these numbers of that many people subscribing to this dude who, if you look at clips, he's just largely yelling and doing random shit.
It just makes it look so stupid. You know what I mean? That people are giving this guy his money. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, I'm just gonna go on YouTube and. You know, and a lot of people do, you know what I mean? And then once you start getting the money, then you can do the production and stuff like you said. Now he's a millionaire. He could buy a house next to celebrities, and he becomes...
They're literally celebrities.
He is a celebrity now because of YouTube, which there's a lot of people that are.
Not because of Twitch, not because of YouTube.
Well, whatever. You know.
Yeah, but social media. Social media.
Social media, yeah. You know, same for
But what... to hear those numbers, like, what's the first thing that you think in your head? Like, are you just baffled, confused? Like, I'm just curious.
It's just like, bro, like what? Because people my age, we always make fun of the younger kids. Like, they want to be YouTubers when they grow up. You know, which, you know, makes sense in a sense. But you know, what percentage of them are making that much money?
Not many.
Not many. You're talking about the 1%. Yeah. You know, so does he deserve to be that 1%? Hell no. Damn. That's probably why it gives people opportunity. Because, like, yo, if this motherfucker can do it, I can do it. That's why me and Tommy are sitting right here. Because if he can do it, we can do
it. Yeah. But, you know, I think it was, you know, a beautiful moment for, you know, just the black community and AMP. Set the record for most subs in a month. By a lot, like broke his own, well, not his own record, but set the record. Then it got broke, and then he broke that by like damn near 3 times. He's donating 20% to get a school built in Nigeria. So I do want to shout out Kai for that. But I do think it's crazy that you can make this much money off of streaming. And like people have this debate like, is streaming or a 9-to-5 harder? And I'll say a 9-to-5 is like definitely more harder as far as physically and just emotionally, but mentally I think like just the whole content thing is, because even for somebody like Kai, who it seems like he's not doing shit, there's so much going on behind the scenes as far as like getting people there that he might outsource, but it's still a stressor. Like being a business owner, like of anything, whether it's social media or anything, like stress comes with that. But I do want to just give Kai his flowers.
I think the stress is a lot less once you already made it. But I think for people like trying to come up and like really saying like this is what I'm gonna do and going all in on the table. Even if you're all in on it and you have no backup and you're not making the money.
No, I would say
I think that's like the stressful thing because like it takes a lot for you to stay with it. You know.
Yeah, it becomes a different type of stress. I feel like when you're really big, because Kai, for instance, he had a bunch of celebrities going on his stream and shit. And like he's trying to manage like having his friends there and being true to his old self while having his celebrities.
Is he doing that or does he just pay people to do it now?
He is.
Because
like it's on stream. You know? And like you can see like how it gets fucked up because everything's live. It's not perfect.
He's just sitting there like I'm just gonna sit there and like
yeah.
So yeah, he's like, you know, back in the day it was like Andrew Tate came up with this shit where he had a house full of girls and the cameras in it. That's pretty much what he does.
Yeah.
Right? That's pretty much what he does. Yeah. And then they just do stupid shit, like shoot fireworks off in the house or who knows what. You know, that's what they do. I mean, I couldn't watch it.
How long do you think this lasts? Like, not him specifically, but like, do you think this is only the beginning?
Absolutely.
Damn.
This is the new
So start YouTube kids at 11. Start YouTube at 11. By 18, you'll be big.
But they also show shit like that where parents try to get their kids into YouTube.
Yeah.
There's $1 million kids.
Bro, there's $1 million kids on YouTube. And they can't even touch that shit.
But the parents will be so toxic. Dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Very bad.
It's like having a child actor.
Yep. I saw one where it was like a little boy who was like playing around and shit as a real little kid.
Yeah.
And they made him like trans and stuff. And then eventually he was like, I don't want to do this like anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a crazy story. I was like, bro, that's crazy. And the woman got in trouble for that shit because she forced it.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. What
because they forced it to keep going on because like, no, you're making millions doing this. You're gonna keep doing it. It's
that's
like,
insane,
whoa.
bro.
You know, and the kid don't know any better. Like when you're little, it's like okay, cool, but then you kind of understand what's going on. You're like, all right, no, I don't
Yeah, this is not okay.
I don't want to be, you know.
I don't want to be Shaniqua. I want to be Steve again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I don't want you to change it just so you can make my gender, just so you can make money off of me. I want to be who I am. You know. Yeah. So it gets wild, and I think it is going to be like very toxic type of stuff though. Like, I also think the fact that like regular ass people are paying these guys like money. You know, it's just like OnlyFans.
It's just like OnlyFans. I'm glad you bring that up because last topic of this segment is there's a chick. This is her first year on OnlyFans. She's made $43 million to date. I mean, that's not after, like, the splits and, like, taxes and all that shit. But bitch made $43 million was given to her OnlyFans account. She allegedly doesn't do any sex videos. It's all solo. She says she's a virgin. I don't know if that's true or not. And the reason people are saying she's so big is because, like, she looks like a little kid. And, like, it's a bunch of, like, pedophile, gross-ass niggas doing it. But I think it's, like, in the same vein. He makes $3.8 million in a month off just the subscriptions alone. Off just, not just, like, it's a lot that goes into it. But he's just he's streaming. He's not creating anything other than content. She's creating content in a sexual manner, got that much in a year. Both of these people are super young. So, like, for you, like, somebody who's worked through like who did it like the natural way, traditional way, like for you to see this, like what goes off in your mind? Like, is it like the value of a millionaire is going down for sure?
Well, no, that's a fact. I mean, the value of a dollar is going down. You know what I mean? That's inflation and all that as well. But I watch a lot of YouTube. There's like that's probably the most watched media form that I consume. And there's a lot of guys on there, like the dude from Fired Up Wealth and stuff like that. Like, the information that he provides is great. You know what I mean? I'm using it for investing, and you can make a lot of money off of watching the information that he gives you and the explanations and all that to help you get the conviction to stay with it. So there's value there for me. But, I mean, I don't see value in Kai Cenat, but obviously some people do. You know what I mean? If he's entertaining to you and he makes you happy and that's what you...
But this guy who you can actually make investment decisions and money off of, he's not making as much as Kai for sure.
No.
So it's like the people who, in your opinion, actually provide real value, they're not making this type of money. So like,
who knows how much some of the people make, but obviously
they're definitely not.
They're not going through the effort that your buddy Kai Cenat is. You know what I mean? Like you said, he's going through all this effort and stuff.
24/7.
This guy, the guy I'm talking about, Fired Up Wealth, he's doing researching stocks, which he's already doing by himself anyway, and then he's just presenting it. So he's going to do his research and do a presentation on it. That's what he's doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he's very good at it. It's high production values, all that stuff. Obviously people get better and better as you do it, but that's essentially what it is. But there's this other guy, Beard Meets Food.
You told me about him, bro.
Like, he has 5 million subscribers, dude. All he does is go around the world and eat food.
Yeah. I just think
he'll roll solo.
Do you think there's a lot of people, like older people? Because I know in my generation there's a lot of people who are like bitter of like, and just so envious and jealous of like creators like Kai and stuff because they're able to do that, and they're just looking like, man, I can do that. Like, what the fuck? Why he get to do it?
Yeah.
Do you think like it's more like there's a lot of people like in your generation, maybe a little older, that are like that, like looking at these numbers, they're like, what the fuck?
See, people in my generation, we don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? That's the good thing about us, is because, like we said, it's just like, we're like, all right, whatever, you want to do the YouTube, like, and put that behind you, good. A lot of the people I'm talking about, like Fired Up Wealth, like this guy, he was a successful in sales. He sold software sales, So, you know, he was doing very well for himself. And over time, he said he was able to transition and said, don't need to do his day job and do whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not like he started as a YouTuber and like, that's
Yeah.
what I want to be when I grow up, you know? I don't think I watch anybody who's, you know, I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up, except the young people, you know, if you watch anybody that's younger.
Yeah.
Which, you know, there's some I do.
Yeah.
But, and a lot of nowadays, you don't even, you can do it with AI. So that's the other thing to watch out for. Is you can create your own OnlyFans model. You can create all that sort of stuff. You can create all this content. You just, you know, I think I'm gonna look into doing it. You know, my buddy used to do it. He does a lot of AI shit. And,
The one that beat Kai was an AI streamer.
Mhm.
Wasn't even a real bitch.
not real people. Exactly.
Wasn't
bro.
even a real bitch, bro.
So it's probably a dude making money as a
Yeah.
girl because it's easier to make money as a girl.
But it's like a weird ass anime thing, and that's what beat Kai's record, and that's why he did another summer.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast and they said that the number one porn on YouTube was hentai or something like that. I don't even know what that was. I think it's
Like
like
Japanese like anime,
yeah,
like octopus.
Once you call it
and
hentai,
shit.
then it's porn version of anime, right? Essentially, it's anime but porn, and then it's hentai.
Yeah,
Instead of anime, it becomes hentai. I don't know,
Yeah,
something like that. That's
pretty much.
crazy though.
pretty much.
Would you expect that?
The
You
number
think that's
one
for young people?
for sure. Nah, I think that's some geeks too, though. Some older geeks, niggas who love Dragon Ball Z.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Dragon Ball
If you're
Z
obsessed,
porn?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. I like
I don't know.
back in my
Yeah.
days when I was searching for
Sure.
shit like that. Like it would be like Family Guy, like it'd be whatever.
Born a Family Guy?
Lois fucking Brian.
No. Are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
You couldn't make that up. You got me.
Yeah, but
That's what people are watching? That's number one, bro.
I don't know if they're counting that as hentai though. That's just cartoon form.
Well, I don't know if the category is broad or not, but still, it's number one, bro. That's crazy. I would never in a million years
Yeah,
would have
yeah,
thought
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Especially when they said the number one porn. Because I've watched porn. I've never watched that porn. I missed the number one.
Wait, on what site?
Pornhub. That's the
On
number one site.
Pornhub. It's
That's-
number one on Pornhub.
That's what the survey said on the show I was watching. It was a
Did you check it out after that?
No, not really. I
You
should.
like-
I should. But I just heard their description because they actually like we're gonna put it on and they were like talking about it a little bit and they said it's Japanese like and stuff like that. But obviously I didn't see it. I was just listening to it.
Nah, yeah, I mean, if you like anime, you already know about hentai for sure. But
So I'm too old, bro. Sorry, I just exposed myself. I'm not even hip to the most number one porn in the world.
yeah, look,
Damn.
and ultimately, all of that shit
Don't
does
matter.
not fucking matter. Which brings us into our next segment of the show, shit that does matter. And I think, I'm gonna let you open this one up. What is it that matters right now in society?
Well, I think there's a lot of things that matter, but one of the things that does matter, and actually was pointed out by the U.S. Surgeon General, so the top health person in the country, was that there's a loneliness epidemic going on in this country. So, and we talk about a lot of technology, but, technology is supposed to bring us together in a lot of ways, but it doesn't do that. It puts you in your own world, watching hours of hentai porn.
Yeah.
So, and you're going to be lonely doing that. So don't do that.
Nah, literally, we just was talking about it kind of with Black Friday. We used to go out and fight niggas. It was an American way. And now you just order that shit from home. Niggas is lonely.
Yeah.
People probably just went out to Black Friday tried to fight. They just missed it.
Back in the day. Right? But no, you know what I mean? And it's a great discussion for me and you to have in particular because right now Tommy has hundreds of friends. He's in a fraternity. He has friends at colleges just from going there. He never met them before, but once he's there, they're his friends. Right? That's how it is, especially in college. Especially in college. Because, it's that type of atmosphere.
Yeah, facts.
Everyone's getting together, you're having a good time, you're partying. That's what you do, But once you're not in college, it's not like that anymore. And everyone's going to go their separate ways rather quickly. You'd be surprised, And, if you're starting families, which I don't know what's happening less these days, so we'll see. Maybe this trend is changing. But, you'll find that you're not going to have too many close friends that you really keep in contact with, that you see in person, because you can only have so many then, too. Because if everyone's in different directions and you're going to see people, that's going to be hard to do.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that all contributes to this potential, like, loneliness epidemic and things like that. I mentioned earlier, I'll tell a brief story of a buddy who, reached out. I don't get to see him much, again, went all across the country, but you keep in touch with people. Yeah. And this is somebody, like, we were, what I would have considered a close friend of mine, you know what I mean? But he reached out randomly, all of a sudden, one morning, like early in the morning, like 7 in the morning or something like that. And he's like, ha ha ha. And started talking shit, dissing our podcast. Your podcast is trash.
We do
trash, right? What do we do?
What he say about me?
He didn't say anything about you in particular, but it was a text message anyway. But the thing is, like, for someone to do that, that says more about them than it says anything about us or our podcast or anything. You know what I mean? Any friend that you have should be supportive of what you do, or at least not negative. You know what I mean? Otherwise, that's probably not, especially if you only have a couple.
But what if, like, they're
that you want in your life?
I mean,
you want them to be honest.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the right way to do that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because, like, what if, like, you do want to help your friend?
Absolutely.
And you don't want to just be supportive, but that was just some dickhead shit.
That was total dickhead shit. Total dickhead
like a ha ha ha? Fuck
yeah, like all capital. Like, whoa, he must have been, like, hungover from the night before or something. Who knows? But I'm not gonna lie.
We on your mind that early in the morning?
Right? I know, and I'm on his. Yeah, exactly. He's watching, some matter of facts and getting pissed off.
Fuck, we do.
But
he got mad at the facts.
He did.
We got our first fucking hater, y'all. Well, we probably got more. But
that was our first episode I was ever on. Was the episode about the haters, and loops right back. But that's the thing. Like, if you only have a couple friends, and you should cherish them when you get older, and I do. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can't say I'm a good person or not. I think I kind of am. You know what I mean? In terms of other people that I see out in the world. Yeah. Just the things that I naturally want to do for people. I don't know. Nobody ever does things like that for me. I do things for other people. I don't see other people doing things that I do either. You know what I mean? Like, I just, like, just randomly, like, my friends' kids, get them gifts and stuff. Even my friend, I give Tommy, give you a jersey. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, always hook you up with little things here. Yeah. It's not, little things, but it's like, I don't know if those are negative. Right? I don't think you could see that as a...
This nigga gave me a Cowboys jersey. These niggas doing ass this year.
Right? That could be the right? I'm an asshole for that. Right? That's the way it is, though. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I was like, I don't think I was trying to be a dickhead there, man. But the reason I gave it to him is because he was hyping him the week before, though. Facts.
Yeah. I'll be... It's because I'm an Eagles... I'm just
Eagles hater.
No, I'm not an Eagles hater. I actually like the Eagles, to be honest. But when I see, like, fans of teams, I just like fucking with them. Especially, like, with teams like the Eagles, so teams like the Cowboys. So, like, I'll act like I'm a fan of the other team. But, I appreciate that shit, though. That shit was hard. Them niggas is doing ass this year, though. So, I only wore it once. But, yeah, I mean... How old were you when you started, like, to see the drop-off of, like, having a bunch of friends to a few? And, like, how many do you say, the good friends you have right now?
Is a cliff, in a way. And it's college. Just happens. It's college. Boom. It ends and you're going. Boom. You're scattering. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a bag of marbles. You drop that shit. They're going all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And rolling after that. Bouncing, rolling everywhere.
Yeah.
And then the only ones that you really keep in touch with and, like, are going to get back together for the first couple of years, maybe weddings and things like that, maybe some bachelor parties, stuff like that brings people together. Because I've seen it with my my best friend's brother, who's like 5 years younger than us, and his friends. It's just different when you are watching it instead of being in it, if you ever do that, like, just observe other people's life in that way. But yeah, no, it drops off like in a cliff in a lot of ways like that. And then, the real ones, the real ones, And
Would you say you met your real ones before college? Are they people you met in college?
I only have one friend that I really keep in touch with from college, my buddy Nick. There's some other people, my ex-girlfriend type of shit, which, is different. But
yeah.
And then most of my friends from high school, and my friends from high school, like my buddy Kurt, I know him since elementary school. My buddy Dave, we met in high school, but he's like my brother. So it's just people like that, and then it's rare that I meet new friends like me and Tommy. We hang out.
We met at work.
We met at work. You know what I mean? Chilling. I was supposed to be his boss. We're chilling.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of guy. Even if I'm ever in that position, I'm not that guy. I'm just chilling. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, don't. Here he comes now.
I remember one time. It wasn't even his fault. That's the crazy thing. But like where we worked at FedEx, it was some bullshit sometimes. But one time I snapped on him because my friend, he started working and it was his first day and they put this nigga on 4 cars. So, and yeah, he's like saying like, bro, I'm about to quit. Fuck this shit. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? So I accidentally snapped on them. This nigga didn't even know, but that made him snap on them. And then like,
I stick up for people.
That's
the thing. It's like,
so I was like, oh, he a real ass nigga. Yeah. Because average person, they would have been mad as fuck. Like they randomly just got snapped. I would have been mad as fuck, but you was just like, bro, that is fucked up. Actually, let me go fix it. Like,
and the reason I do that is because I did that. I was put in those situations, and I know how it was. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, hell no, you're lucky I'm still here. Yeah. There's very few people that will go through that shit, but I'm one of them. I'll show up the next day pissed off as motherfucker. I'll be 10 minutes early too. You know what I mean?
I want to get back to FedEx, bro. I miss FedEx, bro. I want to get back. Just because, like, the vibe, bro. That shit was, like, really a TV show every day, bro. That shit was, like, my favorite job of all time. I hope I never have to have a job again, but if I do, I'm gonna go work at FedEx for sure. Just for a little bit. But, bro, best job ever. Like, don't be surprised if a TV show come out about it. But,
for real.
Yeah, I think, I agree with you, though. And I think everything we've talked about up until this point is kind of proof of this loneliness epidemic. Kai Cenat can't get over 750,000 people to subscribe to him. And, bro, he can't do that
without hanging out
people. Like, they're on the computer. That's 750,000 people in that niche.
Yeah, just for him.
In that niche that watched him 24/7, damn near. So while he made 300 million, it was fucking that many people just at home not doing shit and watching him entertain them. Like, and that's like, you see the one dude and you think, man, I can do that, and then some go out there and try to do it, and at least they're doing something, but they're lonely too. They're by themselves streaming. You're either streaming or you're watching people, and that's
how much
why I
effort
say
it goes into doing that is a lot. Where you're doing it by yourself and just focusing on.
Yeah, and I agree with you on the point of like after college it drops off, but I would argue that it's starting earlier now. It's starting with kids. Like,
tell me exactly. You know the difference.
The only thing is like when you're young, you're forced to be with other people for a certain amount of time a day.
At school.
Yeah, at school. You're forced to interact with other people. But outside of that, they're on the phone. They're not hanging out.
No.
So it's like
if
in college,
they're hanging out online on the Xbox and stuff like that. Exactly. My little nephew is like maybe 12 or something like that. 13 maybe. As soon as he gets home from school, boom, turns it on, puts his headphone on. Talking to these kids all day. Swear to God, bro.
Nah, bro, that's what it
runs
is.
Runs up the stairs to the shit.
Nah, I know. That's what it is, bro. What? That shit is crazy.
Yeah, so you're right. You're definitely right. It probably is ending early because those people are definitely not your friends.
Bro, that shit is crazy.
Like, maybe your gamer friends. I don't know. I guess in certain communities.
Like, y'all ain't never met up. Y'all ain't never met up. It's like those beauty stories like you'll see on Twitter of like, oh, these gamer friends that's been talking for 18 years finally met up. And it's like, damn. First off, for that to be a beauty story means that's never happened. It took 20 years for y'all niggas to meet up.
Yeah.
They lived in the same city.
They were neighbors. They didn't know. They didn't even know it.
Yo, where you live?
Exactly, bro. You're in my school?
Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's very, I see what you mean. Like, I mean, yeah, like in college, I'm around people more, but if it's not friends, we're not friends. That's the thing.
Exactly. Let me ask you this. So, exactly, that's the thing. It's like, I hung out with a lot of people in college. A lot of people. Obviously, that's what you do. You're partying. And I had people that they were definitely my friends. They were my people. My people. You know what I mean? Like, I got my people, you know, in that way. But, like, my true ride or die is, like, how many do you think after college, you know, from high school and college, that in the next 10 years you're going to say you got that are, like, true, you're going to always keep in contact with?
I think, as of right now, like, I think
you could actually see it.
Like, I could see, like, some people, even though we don't, like, talk much right now.
So you're not even friends with them now, but you're going to be in 10 years?
But
Tommy's making friends.
No.
No.
Listen,
Elon,
it's people. It's people, like, from when I was in high school. So, like, I'm the type of person where I just, like, don't really be
That's
texting.
men, though.
Yeah.
That's why this is a problem. That's why we're talking about this.
But that's why, like, we'll talk every once in a while. It's not like we talk a lot, but, like, those are the homies. Like, so, as of right now, today, I think anywhere between, like, 6 and 15.
Damn.
If I'm like at like given the, but I think like
I'm
6
take
to 7,
under.
6 to
I'm
7
gonna take the under.
Of 6.
I'm gonna take the under of the median there of what you got.
I'm gonna say 6, 7.
So no, the median of that's your official number.
7.
What
7
happened
or
to 15?
what?
What happened to 15?
I think that was just a range. That
7
was just
of
a
them
range.
died real quick. They narrowed down.
That was just a range because I was like I don't want to think like count everybody right now, so I was just giving a range, but I'll throw it at 7. 7. You gonna take the under on that?
7. I give 7. 7
Yeah,
is a reasonable number. 7 is a reasonable number. Yeah, but that's not that many. That's what I'm saying. And if
that's enough. That's a lot to me.
It is a lot. It is a lot. Like I said, we kind of like I said.
I gotta talk to like.
You gotta keep touch.
Bro, I gotta talk to like I got
like,
7 siblings.
Yeah,
so I gotta talk to them.
Too.
That's 14 people right there. The
And,
parents, like I got nieces and nephews. Like
so
man, that's a lot of people.
And that's how you'll see how it will go. Is like sometimes you'll be the one to reach out. Sometimes they'll be the one to reach out. And there's only a couple people that you'll have that relationship with, where like it's mutual. You both kind of do it, or you know.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how you always will stay in touch. You know?
Yeah, and that's what it is right now. And that's why I think in 10 years it'll still be like that. And that's how it is with like me and people I got from high school. So, but from college, I think I've only gotten like maybe 5 or 6.
The
like
biggest
5.
change though, like after high school, as soon as after college, you're still kind of partying. I was partying. But I was partying for a while. But most people are gonna start getting like married and kids and stuff like that, and then like that 7 will probably go to 5. You know what I mean? It'll definitely dwindle. The 7 that you think you have, they're not going to survive.
Families, yeah.
Once you get families and shit, their priorities are going to shift, especially if there's distances involved. Like, how often are you going to really
What constitutes a friendship, though?
I'm talking about, like, real, like, there's people that we keep in touch.
That's what what constitutes
a friend is somebody that you see at least once a year. Y'all
gotta see at least once a year?
Yeah, you hang out with at least.
I don't think I'm gonna have any friends then.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe like I can see like.
I mean, you could have a couple long distance, but like I have friends that they live over. All of my friends, well, not all of them, but I have a lot of friends that live, over an hour and a half, 2 hours away. But you still got to, you still see them,
Bro, I got friends that I got a friend I met in Japan. We talk We talk a good amount. Like on the phone, we'll talk for
But you
2,
just
3
met
hours.
that person, so it's
Nah,
fresh.
nah. It's,
You just went to Japan, bro.
But yeah.
Not even a year ago.
Facts,
What are you
facts.
talking about? Nah. I knew him for 20 years. We was.
no, I think. But I'm saying, I
he was
just
my
say that.
Ishigari twin.
I just say that to say like.
Born of the blossoms.
I just say that to say like. I
You watched
consider
a
him
lot
my
of
friend,
hentai
and it's
together
like
in
long
Japan.
distance. This nigga. All right. Anyways,
Anyway.
any fucking ways.
Bill's a strong
I
bond.
do think that the loneliness epidemic is bad, and I only think it's getting worse. And I think that shit does matter, and you need to ask yourself, what are you doing to make sure you connect to people outside of work, outside of shit you have to be at? How do you show people that you care about them? Do you call them? Do you text them? Do they know that they mean something to you, or do you not really talk to them? Make sure the people in your life know that you
And
care
how many
about them.
people reach out to you? And, definitely appreciate those that do.
Yeah.
Because that's, something special when somebody thinks about you. And what if you didn't think about them, but they thought about you? It just shows you something. So always, cherish that,
Yeah.
whatever impact or joy you might have brought to someone's life.
Yeah. Literally. That's a matter of fucking fact. Moving on to our third and final segment of the show, we should have a conversation about DEI. So, as you all know, Trump, he became president and whatnot, and people think the world is ending, especially on the left. They're saying that women are losing their rights. He's taking away DEI. That's just a fact. He is repealing DEI shit. He's breaking up the DEI. In the government, that's trickling down to schools. Some schools have started. Not many, but there are some schools that have started. We'll see if that trend grows in this presidency. But I know you know a lot about it from the brand point of view because you're all into marketing and all that jazz. And we talked about this, I don't know if it was last week or a couple weeks ago, the Jaguar thing.
Yep.
And their rebranding, their DEI kind of initiative type thing. But do you kind of just want to unpack this whole DEI destroying brands ordeal?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, that how it even came about. But when it came about, it came on with some force, and it was widely adopted and things like that. And years have passed now, and they're seeing what's happening with that stuff. A lot of brands that did adopt it, I'm very not appreciate it. But we talked on our previous show when me and Tom were together, Bud Light.
Yeah.
Right, what they did with Dylan Mulvaney as a spokesperson just did not align with their core audience. Really,
At all.
Really missed the target. You know what I mean? Really missed the target. And it's just like that sort of stuff. It's like, what are you doing? Like you're catering to such a niche, or even again they're totally missed the mark in terms of what that product should be catered to. So with Jaguar. Same thing. Who knows what the hell they're catering to with their stuff yet? We kind of looked up a mock of their car. I don't think that was official, is what I saw. That it was kind of a leak, but that looked crazy. It looks like a concept car. If that is the real car, that would be pretty wild. If that comes out as a car, because that looks like Cybertruck type of stuff, ish, like with the weird shapes. But anyway, another area where we were really talking about this is in like video games, where whole cottage industries and companies were born out of this shit. So a big famous one is Sweet Baby Inc. Have you ever heard of that one?
What is that?
So Sweet Baby Inc. Somebody put up a Steam alert, which is Steam is a platform on PC where you buy games from, and they put a Sweet Baby Inc. alert. So if any game that has them involved, they flag it and say, hey, but just so you know, this game has Sweet Baby Inc. involved. And Sweet Baby Inc. comes in, so they know nothing about video games, but what they do know is DEI. So they come in with their DEI expertise. They tell you how to change your game, make it more inclusive, and pretty much batting 1,000. Every single game that they've been involved with has flopped. To the point where, some of these games, they had over $250 million budgets. The game was closed a week after it was released, and the whole studio was shut down.
Damn.
Yeah. So you don't want to
What
do
games?
that game in particular was Concord with PlayStation, which is crazy. That's like a don't remember that one forever, but yeah, there's a lot of them. The other one is this. I remember Tales of Zanzara or whatever this game. Once people heard about it, another big one that just came out was Dragon Age Veilguard, which Dragon Age is a long-running series, and it used to be pretty dark and like gritty type of stuff. They changed that completely. They threw in pronouns, and they based the story after a large portion of the pronoun people. And it's just like, it's like, all right, like, again, we talk about this, like, how many, like, you see a trans person, that's like fucking Where's Waldo? You know what I mean? You just don't see it.
I do.
Maybe on college,
Yeah,
maybe on college campus or something like that, but, like, I very rarely. I mean,
It's weird, though.
Yeah, the number of times I could say I've seen and recognized a trans person in my lifetime is probably less than 10, man. You know what I mean?
You want to go to a drag show?
That's different. That's not trans, though. That's drag. Clearly people saying, I'm dressing up as...
Nah, I'm saying on campus, though. They be trans people in it.
I bet. Is it like that?
Yeah, you want to go?
What's the percentage? Do you think it's
Probably
greater than
good, man.
5? Really? On the whole campus is greater
No,
than 5%?
not on the campus. I'm saying, like, if there was a drag show, most of the niggas who did it would probably be trans.
I don't even know. They have that shit?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You want to go?
Not really. Not really. Tommy's doing a science experiment here. I'll hold the camera and you can interview him.
Shit.
That actually would be
Yeah.
rather interesting.
Yeah. No, I think you got to interview him, though.
Yeah, right?
Because, like, you're...
I'm an old motherfucker.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on. You know what I mean? Tommy's like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know what the fuck...
He's
yeah,
like,
I
Tommy's
can, like,
I
tell
see y'all motherfuckers every day, but he...
Yeah.
Yeah,
like I'll like input, like, just ask him like a starter question, but yeah, I think you should talk to a nigga. But I think, DEI, do you think it's a good thing?
No, that's why I think it's dying. I think it's bad. Like, it's obviously killing like those brands. There's another big game. It's not even released yet. By a studio that Microsoft's come out with, and I don't know how this dude, but like one of the art designer of this game. Do you know who he targeted?
What?
Elon Musk, and Elon responded.
Wait, what?
Fucking stupid.
What game?
The game is called Avowed. It's not released yet. I think it's coming out like February. Microsoft owns the studio that's creating it. The studio's name is Obsidian. So they're coming out with the game. The game actually, I think it looked fire. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, it did look pretty cool. I'm into those games where it's like you create this character and you can choose whether you're like shooting magic and shit like that. You just go around, killing shit and do whatever. And graphics look decent, whatever. But the art director came out with some crazy stuff, dude. Even saying to the point where he doesn't want to hire white people. Which you don't want to... He came out and said that, and then people were talking about lawsuits and stuff like that.
What, is he black?
He's white. Exactly. Tommy's like, huh? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This guy's a PR nightmare, so if anything, like, this guy should be fired just for that. It's like, dude, you need to shut your mouth because there's so many people on the team.
Well, he said this on Twitter?
He said it on... I think he was on X, and now he's on... I don't think he's on there anymore. I think he's on the other one. Blue Sky. Yep, I think he's on Blue Sky. But he mentioned Elon, and Elon responded directly to this
Elon Musk?
guy. Yes.
Wow.
He said
what he said?
He wanted to... Because I think Elon commented on the game, and then he commented on Elon. So Elon just talked about the game, and then this guy said, I wanted to piss you off. He wanted to piss Elon off, which is not smart.
That's stupid.
Very stupid.
Fuck, you want to piss off the richest nigga in the world?
Exactly.
I mean, just like...
But because, like Elon's very strong. Like, he has, like, a daughter or whatever. I don't know what it is. He has a son that's trans. Something like that.
Bro, I don't know.
He does. And he
does. He got something,
it's a big deal.
Yeah,
it's a big deal. He disowns, and he's very mad that
But I'm just saying, like,
or whatever it is.
even money
So-
aside, why the fuck would you piss off like somebody that a bunch of people like?
Yeah,
That's dumb as
stupid.
fuck.
And that exactly.
And they're
this
trying to
guy's
sell a
coming
game.
out here. They're
Dumbass
they're
nigga.
doing more of the they them stuff in this game. You know, you got to pick your they them, and he goes, "I'll wait till you see it." So just like threatening that it's going to be really woke, which is not good. You know, because nobody played it yet, and that's what they're trying to say. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you're again targeting the super minority, and this is going to cost millions of dollars, and you need people to buy this.
Bro, this is the thing.
You know?
To them, it's not the minority. It's like 30%.
Well, it is
Because they're in Silicon. They're in these places where there's hella trans.
they need DEI. They're not with real people. For real. That's not real people.
Ah, shit, man.
They need some diversity in their life because they're surrounding themselves with themselves.
And that is a matter of fucking fact. You got anything else you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. I think that's it. We covered it there, but
Let us know what
to
y'all
the next
think
one.
in the comments. Appreciate y'all. Especially the ones that made it this far. If you made it this far, go ahead and just comment below. Made it to the end. Real nigga.
Finish.
Yes, sir. But
Appreciate it.
we appreciate y'all. This is it. For a matter of fact, with the modern day hippies, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.